the China vlogs begin. So I made it to China eventually. My flight was delayed by 3 or 4 hours due to air traffic control. So I guess there must have just been a big traffic jam up there in the sky. But anyway, you get that sometimes when you're traveling. And after all the usual, finding my way through the airport, reorienting myself in a new country, new language, getting myself a subway ticket, getting myself some currency so that I can pay for my room, finding my way through the city streets at night because it was much later than I was supposed to get here, and to my accommodation, and then also managing to have a little look around late at night and find something to eat. Well, that was about me done for the day. So no first day vlog, or I guess this is my first day vlog now. It's the morning now, and I have successfully managed to get one of my VPNs working, so that's good. It does start and stop a bit, and it is slow. But I am hopeful I am going to be able to upload these vlogs, and so fingers crossed this is going to be the first one I'm going to try. So if you're watching this, or at least if you're watching this in October, you'll know that I managed to get it online. Otherwise I'm going to have to post these when I got back. So I guess just as a start, for China things, it's helpful to know, if you weren't aware of this, lots and lots of different internet services are blocked in China. So lots of things that you might be used to, things like YouTube, Facebook, WhatsApp, even things like Google Maps. Now that is a frustrating one because get so used to using Google Maps to find yourself wherever you need to go elsewhere in the world, and all of a sudden no map app. There is another Chinese map app that you can use, but it's all in Chinese, so unless you can type in Chinese and read Chinese, it's not going to help you much. And even Gmail. So if you're using Gmail for your email, and some other providers as well, you can't get your email in and out. So you need to use VPNs. That can really slow the process down, and sometimes they don't work. So something for you to be aware of. So I guess on that note, I don't actually know what I'm going to be putting in these vlogs. It's going to be easier later on in the trip because there's going to be a lot of very directly Qigong related things on my itinerary, including the medical Qigong conference I'm going to, including visiting with some famous Qigong masters, going to the medical university in Beijing, and other things that are going to be really closely Qigong related. But I thought I would make these daily vlogs about some things in everyday life. I don't want to get it for it to go too far away from Qigong though, because this is Qi life. So, but I guess because Qigong comes from China, so people who are interested in Qigong, good chance you might be, if you haven't been to China, you might be interested in, well, what's it like actually in China? To get an understanding just of what it's like on the ground, and some little aspects of the culture as well. So there's going to be a bit of a mix of both, just some everyday things that you encounter in China and getting around, and some things about culture probably, and then also some things about specifically to do with Qigong. Like I said, I'm going to try not to drift too far from that. And while we're talking about culture, it may pay to, I guess, make some distinctions there, because, of course, Qigong came from China, but Chinese culture changes over time and has changed over time, and particularly with the politics. And so just looking at things here in China, you shouldn't necessarily make a direct correlation between it's Chinese, therefore it's integrally related with Qigong. or something like that. Because your average Chinese person knows almost nothing about Qigong. If you're watching this channel, there's a good chance you know more about Qigong than your average Chinese person does. Now, of course, there are Chinese people who are highly knowledgeable about Qigong as well, but there's many aspects of their culture that aren't so tied to their traditional practices and things like that. I guess much as culture changed everywhere in the world, and the West culture has changed over time as well. So there's going to be lots of things here that aren't necessarily, that are cultural or that are currently how things are in China, that aren't really closely tied to the culture that produced Qigong. It's just modern manifestation of politics and technology and economics and the way the world runs. So anyway, I hope you're going to enjoy the vlogs. If you're not that interested in just stuff in China, come back in a week or so, and there's going to be lots of really strongly Qigong related things. I will try and relate some things in that connect to Qigong, of course, over the next few days as well. But one way or another, I hope you enjoy the vlogs. Actually, here's a quick thought. If you have any questions, some things you would particularly like to see or in the vlog, things you'd like me to video or talk about or anything like that while I'm in China, maybe you can leave them in the comments below. That would be awesome. This is, you can do it later on as well, but this is kind of your chance to do that. Now, I'm not going to be showing you the terracotta warriors or anything like that because I'm not going to that part of China on this trip. So just so you know, I'm going to be in Shanghai. That's where I am right now. And then I'm going to be in a town in Shandong. And then I'm going to be up in Beijing. So things relating to that, if you have some questions, things you'd like to see, maybe put those in the comments below and I'll see what I can do. Obviously, if I'm not going anywhere near something, I'm not going to be able to do anything about it. But if I'm able to fit it in while I'm here, or particularly day-to-day life things like that, I'll see what I can do.